my YouTube channel. It's me, Naomi, and I'm back with another video. If you guys are interested in seeing the tutorial that I have made for the crochet one piece, make sure you keep on watching. Also give this video a thumbs up and comment below because it helps the channel grow. We have some things to discuss before we get into this tutorial. So first things first, if you have not checked out my Patreon down below, I have the link in my description box. For those who do decide to financially support me, I offer really great incentives. So yeah, go check that out. Shout out to today's sponsor for this video, Lovecrafts. They sent over 5 skeins of their paint box cotton Iran 100% cotton yarn, and that's what I'm going to be using in today's tutorials. I'll have the link down in my description box for all their information to where you can find these skeins. They also have a lot of really good other stuff on there, so be sure to check them out. So if you do go purchase from there, make sure you put in your little comment section, you know what I'm saying, that Naomi Marie sent you here. So also, I'm going to be doing a giveaway when I hit 30,000 subscribers, so make sure you keep on sharing my stuff with your friends, your mommy, your pappy, your grandma, all of them. Share my stuff with them. Comment down below and let me know what you guys would possibly like to win. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Y'all know the routine. I'm tired of repeating myself. Y'all know what to do. All right, let's just get to the video.
Naomi got the drip, you need to come and see. She switching up her hair, her makeup stay on fleek. Got croquet on her hips, she never miss a beat. She showing off her style with a new video this week. Naomi, I'm Marie, Naomi, I'm Marie, Naomi, I'm Marie, Naomi, I'm Marie. Naomi got the drip, you need to come and see. She showing off her style with a new video this week.
So today's yarn, I'm using paint box 100% cotton Iran, and I'm also going to be using a 3.5 mm hook as well as a 4.0 mm hook. I'm going back and forth between those two, so as you can see, you know, she is the girl hook. So we're going to start off by making our bra cups. I already have one done, and y'all know that this is not a in-depth tutorial on how I do my bra cups, so I'll only show a little bit. So I began by making a slip knot, and then I'm going to make a chain of 16. So once you have your 16, you're going to insert a half double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook, and you're just going to repeat that down to the end. When you reach the end, you're going to insert 2 half double crochets into the last stitch, and then you're going to chain 1 and insert 2 more half double crochets. You're going to work a half double crochet into each of the back stitches. You're going to actually have to pay attention because you can confuse yourself if you don't pay attention. You're gonna chain 2 and repeat to work this for your desired length. I'm working a B/C cup, so if you're B/C cup, you lucked out today. As you can see, I have both cups done, so now you're going to chain 1 and insert a single crochet into each stitch along the bottom. I do this in just about every outfit I do, so really I just like to work a border. It makes everything look neat when it's all said and done. You're going to continue to work the single crochets all the way to the other broad cup, and that's how you're going to be connecting them together. Also, when I'm working this, you can do this an easier way. You can connect your straps, or you can just work this first row and then work the piece and then go back and work the straps. It doesn't really matter, they both work the same. But since in this video we are working the straps first, you're going to chain 2 and insert a single crochet in each stitch around. You're going to be working the straps when you reach to the top. When you reach the top, you're going to insert 2 single crochets in the middle loop, and then you're going to make a really long chain that's long enough to cover your back and then some. So I usually do between 300 to 350, but if you got a big back, you're going to want to do more. Once you have your desired length, you're gonna single crochet into the previous stitch and you're just gonna single crochet all the way back to the beginning. As you can see, we reached the beginning, so you're going to insert 2 single crochets in the middle spot, and you're going to continue to single crochet down the other side of the cup and then continue to work it up to the other side. And you're just going to repeat the same exact thing. I'm going to cut that out so I can make this video as short as possible. So now you're going to switch to your 4mm hook and you're just going to work the mesh stitch. So you're going to start off by chaining 4 and you're going to skip the first space and insert a double crochet into the following space and chain 1 and just repeat. This is just working the mesh stitch. I feel like I did a lot of mesh stitch in my videos, so this should be fairly easy for y'all. So I realized in the video I did the wrong thing, but you're going to chain 3 and you're going to insert a double crochet into the first space, like the space right after. If you start to skip the space, then it's going to start decreasing, so do it in the first space. Then you're going to chain 1 and repeat at each stitch across. You don't want it to decrease just yet, so do as I'm saying, not what I'm doing. So in the last space, you're gonna skip, and then you're gonna double crochet into the third chain that you chained up 3. And this is what your work should look like so far. Honestly, it depends on your torso. Some people have long torsos, some people have shorter torsos. For myself, I worked a total of 9 to 10 rows. So coming up on my 10th row, now you're going to start decreasing. So you're going to skip the first space, chain 1, and insert a double crochet into the following. And this is where you kind of want your work to start decreasing as we're going to start working the bottom portion. I'm going to skip the last space and just double crochet into the space. It doesn't really have to be in the chain because you're going to start decreasing. So now you're going to repeat this for a total of 3 rows. So in the next row, you're going to insert a double crochet in each space, and each double crochet chain space. So it should start looking more full. You're no longer working in the mesh stitch. Now you're going to chain up 3, skip the first space, and into the following space you're going to insert a double crochet, and then you're going to work double crochets along for the rest of this row. You're going to begin to decrease, so that's why we skip. Either you can double crochet 2 together or skip. It doesn't really matter. So next you're going to skip the second to last stitch, and you're going to insert a double crochet into the last stitch. Then you're just going to repeat this until you have a total of 8 double crochets left in total. Now that you have your total of 8 double crochets, you're going to begin to work 9 rows of 8 double crochets with no increase or no decrease. This is going to be your crotch area. So now that I finished up my 8 rows, you're going to chain 3 and you're going to insert another double crochet into that same exact stitch, and then you're going to work double crochets along this row. This is going to begin to start increasing for your butt, so it's fairly simple. You're just going to continue to increase until you reach your desired length to cover. When you reach the last stitch, do not forget to add 2 double crochets in there, because like I said, this is working your bottom, so you want everything to be proportional and you want to make sure that you're increasing so you can get your full coverage. I would say that I'm about a medium, so I worked a total of 16 rows. So once you do the amount of rows that is comfortable for you, you're going to cut and fasten off, and you're going to reattach under the boob portion. Like I said before, you didn't have to work the straps. If you didn't want to work the straps before, you can just work it all the way around and you wouldn't have to cut and fasten off. But since I worked the straps, I'm going to reattach the chain before the double crochet space. So once you have that, you're going to insert your hook, chain 1, and you're going to work 2 single crochets in each double crochet space around the whole one piece. You're going to continue to work 2 single crochets in each double crochet space around the border, but when you obviously come upon a single crochet space, you're going to work single crochets only. When you reach the other side, you're going to slip stitch, chain 1, and cut and fasten off your work. Make sure you also go back and sew in all of your loose ends because you don't want your work looking crazy or tacky. For the bottom panel, you'll have to put it on and you can adjust the strings however you think is comfortable, because I ended up going above during a mesh stitch and connecting it instead of putting it where the double crochets were. But you're going to make a chain that's long enough for you. If you have a bigger butt, you're going to want to do more chains. I normally work about 200 chains, and yeah, you're just going to go back and sew them in. These are going to be your side strings. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you tag me in all of your creations because I love to see them. I also repost them as I see them. Yeah, and check out these skeins. I'll have the info in my description box. Also go check out my Patreon, information down in my description box. Comment below and let me know what you guys want a tutorial on. Comment down below and let me know what you guys would like to possibly win for a giveaway. And like this video, and go check out my other videos if you already checked. Make sure you go check out my other videos if you haven't already checked them out. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.